Welcome back to Superbike Intelligence, everyone. It's always awesome having you guys here. And if you love motorcycles as much as I do, make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment down below, and of course, subscribe so you don't miss any of the insane machines coming our way. Because today we're talking about something that honestly feels like Triumph waking up, choosing chaos, and deciding to flip the entire hyper-naked segment on its head. This is the upcoming Triumph Speed Triple 1200X, the 2026 evolution of what's already one of the best Street Fighters ever made. And trust me, this thing is shaping up to be something special. So picture this. The Speed Triple as we know it has always been that perfect blend of British attitude and engineering finesse. It's raw but refined, aggressive but intelligent, a proper hooligan that still feels like it has manners when it needs to. But Triumph knows the world is shifting, emissions are tightening, performance expectations are rising, and riders want more technology, more versatility, and honestly, just more everything. So what do? They take the 1200 RS platform, the engine everyone already loves, and they push it into a new era. The X badge isn't just some marketing letter they slapped onto the tail. It's Triumph basically saying, yeah, this is the one where we take things further. And the first thing that jumps out is the design. Man, Triumph has been on fire lately with their styling, and the 1200X continues that streak. The bike looks like a speed triple that spent a year in the gym and another year studying cyberpunk concept art. You still get those signature twin lights, but now they're slimmer, sharper, almost predatory. The tank has deeper cuts and sculpted channels that look like they're guiding airflow straight into the heart of the bike. And the subframe? Minimal, elegant, but muscular in this really modern way. It still screams speed triple, but now with this extra layer of attitude. Like it knows it's the alpha of the street, and it's fine letting everyone stare. But the big update everyone's talking about is the hybrid system. And listen, I know some riders freak out whenever they hear the word hybrid, but trust me, Triumph is doing this properly. The 2026 Speed Triple 1200X isn't turning into a Prius on two wheels. What Triumph is doing here is adding a compact electric assist motor integrated directly into the transmission, delivering a burst of instant torque at lower RPMs, smoothing out the mid-range, and giving the bike that catapult feeling off the line. The 1200 Triple already pulls like a freight train, but with the hybrid assist, launching this thing from a stop is going to feel like you've just unlocked cheat mode. And the best part? Triumph made sure the electric system doesn't ruin the character of that triple engine. It's still raspy, still growly, still unmistakably Triumph. The hybrid assist just fills in the gaps. More torque when you want it, more efficiency when you cruise, and better emissions without killing performance. And because the electric motor is doing some of the low RPM heavy lifting, Triumph actually managed to tune the combustion engine for better top-end surge. So yeah, this thing is going to be fast. Properly fast. Now, what really surprised me is that Triumph isn't just chasing raw performance. They're giving the 1200X a layer of versatility we haven't seen on a speed triple before. One of the rumors, and all the spy shots seem to confirm this, is that Triumph has added some light off-road capability. Not dirt bike stuff, not adventure bike stuff, but just enough suspension travel, just enough electronic support, and just enough durability so you can take this thing on broken roads, gravel sections, maybe those fun forest roads where the tarmac suddenly disappears. It's that old school Street Fighter attitude. The kind of bike that doesn't care where you take it because it's built to get rowdy anywhere. You see longer travel semi-active suspension, chunkier tires with optional dual compound rubber, and a new ride mode specifically engineered for low-grip environments. It doesn't turn the Speed Triple into a tiger, but it does make the bike more adaptable, more confident, and honestly more fun for real-world riding. Most of us aren't spending our days tearing up racetracks. We're carving through town, bombing down country lanes, and dealing with whatever random road surface the world throws at us. And the 1200X is clearly built for exactly that. And Triumph didn't stop at the hardware. The electronics package on this bike is shaping up to be next level stuff. Not overly complicated, not bloated, but smart. The hybrid system is fully integrated into the riding modes. The traction control feels more seamless than ever. The wheelie control is still there, but it's more adjustable now. And the new IMU feels like it's reading the road before you even get there. Plus, the dash? Man, Triumph finally listened. The new interior display feels like a mix between a premium car interface and a high-end smartwatch. Cleaner graphics, easier customization, better Bluetooth features, even optional navigation and media control that actually works instead of feeling like an afterthought. Little things, but they make a big difference. Then you get to the price. We all know Triumph pricing has been creeping up. That's just the reality of modern bikes with massive R&D slapped on them. But the Speed Triple 1200X is expected to sit somewhere around the 17K to 18K mark in the UK. Maybe 17, 18K in the US? And honestly, for what this bike is shaping up to be, that sounds pretty fair. You're basically getting something that punches at the same performance level as the Aprilia Tuono V4 factory and KTM Super Duke 1290R, but with Triumph's refinement, Triumph's finish, and now Triumph's hybrid tech. And yeah, I know a hybrid isn't everyone's cup of tea. But the way Triumph is implementing it, this feels less like the future being forced on us, and more like the future evolving naturally. And when you compare it to previous speed triples, the growth is insane. The old 1050 models feel like classic muscle bikes now. Even the current 1200 RS, as brilliant as it is, suddenly feels like the stepping stone to something bigger. The 1200X builds on that lightweight chassis, that killer power delivery, that iconic styling, but pushes it way beyond anything Triumph has done before. It's a speed triple for a new era. The same soul, but with sharper claws and a smarter brain. And that's what I love most about this bike. Triumph isn't just chasing numbers or trying to copy the competition. They're doing their own thing. A British street fighter with hybrid torque, semi-off-road comfort, top-shelf electronics, and design that makes you want to just sit in your garage at midnight staring at it. That's what a modern speed triple should be. Something powerful, something emotional, something with presence. And once again, the X badge is clever. It makes the bike feel special, like the RS, but turned up to 11. But it also lets Triumph keep the door open for an even crazier version down the line. Maybe an R, maybe a factory. Who knows? If the 1200X lands the way everyone expects, it'll become the new benchmark, the new street fighting king. The bike other manufacturers reference when they're planning their next big naked weapon. So that's the 2026 Triumph Speed Triple 1200X, a hybrid street fighter that somehow keeps the character of the original while embracing everything the future demands. And personally, I cannot wait to ride this thing. If Triumph pulls this off, this might genuinely become the most exciting speed triple ever made. If you enjoyed this deep dive and you're excited to see more upcoming bikes like this, make sure you hit that like button, drop a comment telling me what bike you want me to cover next, and of course subscribe to Superbike Intelligence so you don't miss the next upload. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.